never seem to care what happens to the other guy. You're thinking of only yourself. You take a bite of everybody else's piece of pie, and you wonder why you're lonely, lonely as can be. No wonder you're lonely, you're thinking of only yourself. Did this flop down? Is it? My full name is Stephen Fechtor, and my instrument of choice is my brain, actually. I play around a little bit on the piano, and I play a little bit, a little bit of guitar, just like the rest of the world. But I use those things mostly to write. So I'm a writer. I have produced things before, and I've written, kind of short stories, and I think of myself as primarily a writer, but I have also been a producer, and I've also been a creative director in the world of advertising, music has been a very important part of my life, so I've done a lot with music. When I was in college, I started writing music and lyrics, and I started writing mostly for musical theater. I performed in coffee houses back in the 70s, back then, and to make money to live in college. And so, a lot of my favorite people were John Sebastian and The Lovin' Spoonful, and Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young, and Peter, Paul and Mary, and those types of things. And that's the kind of music I sang and played in coffee houses. And then I started getting involved in musical theater, and I wrote a couple of musicals in college, and they were performed and produced and won national awards from BMI in New York. And I thought I was going to go to law school, and I was like, well, hell no, I just won these awards. I'm going to go to New York and be a songwriter, which is what I did. I wrote a couple of things for Sesame Street Records. I wrote some educational songs for, for Houghton Mifflin Publishing Company. And then I did a couple of off-Broadway plays. The thing is, I was getting great reviews and not making any money. And so somewhere along the line, someone said to me, because of your background writing for theater and writing short stories and working with musicians and actors and directors and things, you ought to try advertising. And I got into advertising, and I started writing jingles. And so my music background and my desire to create things kind of blended into a 44-year career in advertising, and now I'm newly retired, and here I am. I was on the board of Music Columbus, and they were in the midst of doing a video to promote the things that they do, and I did a search for a narrator. And guess who it was? Eric Rolland. Not just another pretty voice. So an educator and a mentor and a nonprofit called Use Your Ears. To me, that painted a picture of kind of a full human being who is purpose-driven and not just kind of career-driven, right? And the mentorship is really through music, through helping youth write music and lyrics, but not only that, then recording it and producing it, right? And in mentoring them in that way, you're giving them an outlet for expressing their feelings and for dealing with some pretty heavy issues, emotional issues, social issues, academic issues that they may be having. And I know from personal experience how powerful music can be, because the purpose of us backing the album was to kind of help the initiative of Use Your Ears. it's not just about the music and the lyrics. It's about the mentoring. It's about the building confidence in young people and really showing them in one part of their life, they may have this already, but at least for sure, in one part of their life, someone's listening to them, paying attention to them, supporting them, teaching them skills that they may be able to carry on into the future. It's like with me, I didn't know whether music was going to be part of me in a career or not. I just knew I loved music. And if you have a love of something and you can carry that through a lifetime, whether it's part of your career or not, that is so important. This is what attracted me to the project, and this is what I love about the project, and this is why I keep saying it's me and my wife Amy, right, are together in this. It's why we're so happy and so proud to support this project. So